If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
News outlets will cover stories differently, but the Black Information Network is fundamentally different. A 24/7 all-news network of writers, anchors, and producers with the goal of keeping you informed about what's happening in the Black community. BINnews.com, bringing you news you can trust. Download the iHeartRadio app now and listen to the Black Information Network anytime, anywhere.
My name is Amina Brown, and this week on my podcast, Her with Amina Brown, I'm excited to talk with the Tracee Ellis Ross.
We get to tell our own story.
Yep.
And particularly as Black women, the power of language and the ability to language feeling, to language history, to language legacy, family, community.
Check out this episode of my weekly podcast, Her with Amina Brown, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are. Wow, this time went by fast. Our last break of the day on this Wednesday.
Short week, yep.
Yeah. Started off with a Monday holiday, Labor Day, our last holiday of the summer now, huh?
The champ is back.
Yeah, but Steve Harvey
Got a brand new TV show.
Champ is here.
Yeah.
You know, let me say this in closing today.
Okay.
We've been talking about this voting thing. So what I want to do is I want to get out in front of it. Carla, what is the website that Forever First Lady and everybody is pushing?
WhenWeAllVote.org.
WhenWeAllVote.org. If you are registered or unregistered, I want you to go to WhenWeAllVote.org. Check your status. Make sure. Learn on WhenWeAllVote.org all of the games and plots that's being laid and traps out there that is designed so you can be aware of what they're trying to do to suppress and flat out just stop our vote. It's people of color that they are targeting, and it's areas that they're targeting. Because they are going to find a way to steal this next election. And they don't care how they do it. You know, the politics in this country is sort of crazy right now. It has nothing to do with caring about the people. It's simply caring about the party and what the party position is and the party line. They're not even talking to us anymore. They're not even concerned about what we think or feel. As long as they can find a way to say something to irritate one side against the other side so they can get the vote. That's all it is. But I got to tell you something. If we go to whenweallvote.org and we pay attention now and make sure we're registered now, we can beat the rush. And then when the rush comes for the polls, we're going to be prepared. You can still use mail-in ballots. You just got to know the exact rules so they don't throw your ballot out. Because they are trying to win back those Senate seats so they can get control again. They want it back desperately. But we are awake now. We have seen in the last presidential election what happens when we stick together and we vote. And we all saw it. We all watched Wisconsin. Then we watched everybody in Detroit show up and show out. And then it moved from there down to Atlanta. And even when it moved down, this wave that we got on, it caused people to realize the real power that we had. Even people who thought they would never vote and people who used to think our vote don't count. I watched the people on balconies on CNN out celebrating and waving towels and T-shirts in the air when they found out that Biden had beat Trump, and they found out how it was done, because it was done in places that they don't give a damn about. It was done in Milwaukee. It was done in Detroit. It was done in Philly, and it was done in Atlanta. And when it got down there, we showed up and we turned the election around. So much so that Donald Trump even went to the head of the voter registration office, who is a Republican, and said on the telephone call, we need to find 10,000 votes. He said it. They have the recording. But they don't care that he did that. All of the lawyers that they had to overturn all of these elections, every single judge has thrown it out because there's no evidence of any widespread fraud. Now, in every election, somebody dead get a ballot gonna get sent in. That's gonna happen. And it probably happens thousands of times during the course of an election. But you ain't lose by thousands. You lost by millions. And so that's why there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud. So people, we're going to get ahead of this. There will be no stopping us. We're going to show up. We're going to show up. We're going to have more people registered this time than we had last time. And another thing that Donald Trump said that was amazing to me. How are you trying to tell me that more black people voted for Biden than voted for Barack Obama? It's very simple. Because not only did the people who voted for Barack Obama vote for Joe Biden, because you remember when they voted for Barack Obama, they put Biden in office before. So not only did they show up the ones who voted for Barack Obama, but all the new people that we registered that you didn't think was going to come, they showed up too. And all of a sudden now, everybody that voted for Barack and all the new people registered, that's why Joe Biden got more votes. And now that's why we will never have less votes. We coming back again. You'll not get rid of us. Kemp, if we get a running mate together, you won't be the governor of the state of Georgia anymore. Herschel Walker, we're not interested. Larry Elder, man, please go back and find out who you really are. Because somebody done told you something different and you believed it. Those are my closing remarks. Have a good day. See y'all tomorrow. I'll be as more even is more ignorant.
What?
What happened?
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Peace to the planet. I go by the name of Charlemagne the God. My mama calls me Leonard McKelvey. See, I thought I just had a face for radio, then some good white people at Comedy Central gave me a new TV show called The God's Honest Truth. Won't God do it? And you know they couldn't contain my blessed, black, and highly favored ass to just 30 minutes once a week. Nope, I'm delivering extended sermons straight into your ears like a dollar store Q-tip. Plus, the check already cleared so I can say whatever the hell I want. Like crack-ass cracker. See? Listen to The God's Honest Truth on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
News outlets will cover stories differently, but the Black Information Network is fundamentally different. A 24/7 all-news network of writers, anchors, and producers with the goal of keeping you informed about what's happening in the Black community. BINnews.com, bringing you news you can trust. Download the iHeartRadio app now and listen to the Black Information Network anytime, anywhere.